Hello, good morning, friends. Today we are going to see the topic virtual interviews from the Unit 4 Resume Building, Personal Psychology. So, there are a lot of things to be followed when you are attending a virtual interview. So, the first thing is like you should create a professional environment. So, this is about you are choosing the place for the virtual interview, and that should create a calm, light, and free of distractions to create a professional atmosphere, and it make your workstation or your cabin or cubicle in a very organized manner or in a very orderly manner where you can keep your computer, everything. And so you can create a good visibility by keeping the lighting and the background behind, so make it neutral. Also, to project your polished image, you have to dress proper. Okay, also you have to reduce the outside noise. For that you can use some kind of software or use some devices where you can we can download it from the internet, and you have to see your internet connection also, it's properly it is configured. And throughout the interview you should act professionally with all the concentration and civility. uh, so that should be very carefully designed presentation. That presentation will helps you to have a positive interview experience. Then you have to test your technology also, that's very important, right? The software which you are using, whether it is Zoom or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams, whatever the software, that should not give any kind of glitches or any kind of technical problems. uh, so in case if you have face a technical problem, you have to fix it immediately, and you have to make that fallback plan where the interviewer's phone number, you need to collect it well in advance to alert them through WhatsApp messages, or through mail. You can communicate your uh, the your the software which you are trying to use for the interview. And its visual connection may be achieved by positioning your camera, it's very well to the eye level, and you have to keep an adequate illumination to prevent shadows. So you can keep the preventive measures like all such kind of technological issues that is can be rectified. That is a well preparedness at the time of interview. And the third thing is like familiarize yourself with the platform, like as I mentioned, that Zoom or Microsoft Teams or no, or Google Meet. You should have a trial of using that, schedule the meetings, keep the like adjustments, recording and screen sharing, whether everything is properly functioning or not. You have to have a go through on these things, okay? And the next thing is like the dress code. So the dress code is very important. You have to prefer a very nice dress, because your half of the body with your head and face, it gets covered. So you should be very particular about choosing your shirt, and that shirt should not give distractions to the interviewer. And you have to be mindful in your grooming part. You should have a professional attire or professional look, because that conveys your seriousness about the position what you have applied. And recall the appropriate clothing, so that is where you are staging yourself and showcasing yourself in an online interview. And when you see the eye contact part, you should have a proper eye contact during the time of virtual interviews. A strong eye contact, look at the camera proper, okay? And you should have a face to face interaction. Even virtual interviews also make, there could be a distraction where you can move, you can get away from suddenly from your sitting position or something happens. So keep your eye contact very perfectly. That is very important. That's an important attribute also to hack to ace the interview. And there is other things like minimized distractions, where you can minimize distractions, like no, as I mentioned, that keep the space free without any kind of interruptions, schedule the interview time, turn off the other electronic devices which are around the computer, shut down unnecessary WhatsApp notifications, all these things which creates a disturbance to you. So there is a methodological strategy to face a virtual interview as a whole. Also very important, you should not keep inappropriate gestures, like you cannot say suddenly the phrase "I understand," oh that's interesting. You cannot keep your interaction like a regular chat, Okay, it's on, since it's an online platform, you have to keep accountable with very important words only you can speak up. Not, you cannot make a story telling for every kind of questions. So this is a very focused approach when it comes to online interviews, virtual interviews. Um, so be mindful of the body language also, even though you are in a virtual interview. You should not move your body simply here and there, because camera, it looks very odd when you keep your body movements. If you shake your shoulder or nod your heads unnecessarily. So virtual interviews are nowadays, it's improved. Most of the companies are preferring such kind of interviews where they easy to shortlist the candidates. It is very futuristic process as well. So speak clearly and confidently when you keep your interaction, okay, at the reasonable speed, pace, precise. Audio clarity is must. So you have to work on your words, vocabulary, all these things, and proficiency in your language. It should be clear enough, and also to, you should show yourself confident. Do not keep any kind of unambiguous communication. So very important. You should have a preparation with a technology backup, like what software you're using, what laptop you're using, and your laptop is in a proper condition, or in which mode it is working on, what is the battery it remains. No, okay, all these things are important. Okay, that's what you should have a preparation with your backup plan also. So that's fine. Thank you very much, students. Let us continue in the next class.